Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Good morning. You know, I will never get nobody name up. They was like, they was like, is that a wig? What was that? I said, I don't know. I don't do hair. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say the other women that was in there. Some that at the, the merriment, they was laughing at the gym with me this morning and said, we know you gonna put them hairstyle. I said, I am. So I know, because we got 130. I said I am. I'm going to put it up there. Now, one downvote is Liddell or Kansas. I'm not messing with it. But look who they said that was Crockett. We got Stephen A. Smith attacking her now. Jasmine Crockett.
Been attacking our whole national, so it ain't nothing new with him. He's a fashion racist. He all that. He let you know who he is. He ain't holding them up.
But he black. No, Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, man.
I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith. You ain't see how they said to us, y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. I mean, listen, hey, some laugh with you, some laugh at you. They laughed at me plenty of times. I'm laughing too, shit. But, hey, it is what it is. But, boy, we was rolling. They was like, you gonna put them pictures up? I said, I am. She the one brought up content. She said, oh, they trying to use stuff for content. I said, well, she gave it to me. This what I wanted to say. I was watching one guy, I was looking for his video, and he was talking about, like in Chicago, when they raided the hotel, and I get both sides, not the hotel, the apartment complex, but, and as he was breaking it down, and it was like what they doing is, what they not telling people is, and it's bad on both sides, but these was the ones that the Democrats had, and when they took them to Martha's Vineyard and everything.
Yeah.
What's up?
I just can't fathom that, right? Like, I'm still stuck on, you touch my kids, I'm touching you. It's that serious. And the fact that he's just letting this man skate by, but a dude who does something peaceful, that rallies the community to do something peaceful, right? How often do we see people today get groups of people together, rile them up, and go set them loose? Jed gathered a group of people, got them focused, and did something productive, and he's the fucking monster? This is some bull. Morning, family. Morning. Mickey's getting his shares on, then he'll go ahead and start greeting everyone. He says I do it too plain. He says I do it like white people do chicken. No flavor, no spice.
No seasoning, no nothing, just bland. Just bland. But hey, that's how you roll. I put a little soul. How you doing, Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis and Common Sense? Let them know what it do. Top of the morning, Georgia boy. You heard Tony Terry, what it do, coming in from Miami-Dade County. He said, oh, miss, you heard 305. We got Andre Holland in the building. How you doing? How you doing, good brother? Oh, crap. Oh, that's that. Turn that down. You know, I make mistakes. Players mess up. What it do, Yogi G in the building, the Yokester. What's up?
Good morning, Yogi.
Got the lovely Beverly Biggs Levy in the building. We got Asaya Quill, a.k.a. Mama Quill, Meat Freaks Barbecue in the building. We got Debbie Clark, one half of the Wonder Twins. We got the VIP room. Flint Caskets is in the house. How you doing? How you doing? Concrete Jungle is in the building. What you just did? You took your medicine this morning, huh?
I'm taking
your vitamins.
1,600 milligrams ibuprofen. I slept weird on my neck, or I might have just been pissed off from last night. My muscles tensed up.
Wow. Carolyn Hendricks, good morning. The lovely Bonnie Vanner, good morning. Tasha Lynn, I ain't going nowhere. I wouldn't let you leave, you heard? Loving me, how you doing? You see how I called for Lumi last night, see what it do. And the good brother is just handling business, that's all. He's taking care of business. Big Mama Gaddis in the building. Wanda Smith, how you doing? Marcia A. Talbot is in the building.
I'm trying to figure out what she means by stay awake. You were up all night. You're saying I got more sleep than you?
Who, you?
No, Marcia.
Oh.
Good morning to 810 and all in chat. I'm on post for as long as I can stay awake. What?
You got to stay. You know how they say, if you got to die on your post, die on your post. The lovely lovely Terry Nixon. Good morning. What's up, Gaddis Line and Care and Landscaping in the building. The lovely Lawana Terry, and we got Erica Gaddis in the building. You heard. Good morning, family. How are y'all doing? Thank y'all for tapping in. It was a long one last night with council. Oh my goodness.
It was long but short somehow. Like, I don't know. We were off by what, 9 something?
It felt like it was longer than that, though, man. I'm gonna tell you, it was the shortest. It was one of the least agendas I've seen, but yet it drank me last night.
And there was so little actual arguing. Like, what is going on?
Well, prayers to you, Marce Tarver. I'm just messing with you. Get the rest, beloved.
You know what? Get yourself a cup of coffee or hot chocolate. Relax a bit. The fire's not there no more, and you're still here. Everything's good.
I'll get you some of that marathon kush. Elder Golden Child Sharp, how you doing? Allie Nicole Gaddis Rivers in the building. Sheila, how you doing, beloved?
Oh, Yogi had that point. Paul was up there for 3 hours for begging for money, and then they gave him more time. I'm not gonna lie, I went a little wild in the comments yesterday. I think even at one point, Miss Marcia told me to put down my keyboard.
Children, good morning. Teresa, good morning. Miss Karaja in the building, good morning. Nah, man, listen, when I saw Paul up there all that, if you never have, you never know. I was like, oh, shit, here we go. Here we go.
Having Candace lead him, like, why do we need this? Because because it is important. Like, I felt like we were watching PBS Kids, like some Sesame Street type shit. I was like, really?
We will keep you in prayer, good brother, Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis. He going in for eye surgery in a few hours.
Don't drink caffeine. It dilates the eyes and tenses up the muscles around them.
Lydia McNeely in the building. Blakey Gaddis, good morning. The lovely Sherry Allen in the building. I mean, family, look, I was here for the whole thing. I was exhausted.
You sounded it when I called you last night, giving me an update as to what happened in chat. You sounded like you're about to fall asleep at the wheel, bro.
It went straight home and went to bed. I was exhausted. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The Paul stuff. If y'all want to be honest, can I be honest with y'all today, family? I don't care if y'all or not. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Please do, buddy. I don't think they come here for us to lie to them, unless you're Zach.
Buddha Nick, good morning. Good morning. Thank you, good brother, for tapping in. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was a little listen when it was at the last minute. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like when they finally said something. It was Tanya Burns who brought it up. I was like when they finally got the residency. I didn't want to hear no more about it. I was done.
I was livid. There's a reason our thumbnail is a bunch of spineless skeletons, right? I can't remember the name of the lovely speaker. Our chat knows it. But goes up there and calmly, professionally, without accusation, without anger, without insult, explains why there is a concern in the city for the residency issue. Didn't even bring up the man's criminal proceedings happening right now, but just, hey, there's been rumors, there's been whispers, there's been papers with his name on it and his legal signature that have addresses outside the first ward. This needs to be addressed, if nothing else, to just, reassure the residents.
Mm-hmm.
It was a softball, right? It was just a nice, easy pitch, and anyone could have picked it up and made some political points. I mean, literally anyone. First ward could have picked it up and played it off. Second ward could have picked it up because she's trying to find friends again. She's sitting there on that island all alone.
Grand Rising Queen in these facts.
And she could have some brownie points with Tanya, Dennis, JJ, and JWC.
Good morning.
Third ward. I mean, you're basically running against the man. No, well, ish. Who knows where they're sitting? That's why it's musical council chairs last night. But she could have said something because she's looking to beat out one of her cohorts for that second ward seat. Just being proactive could have gotten her something. Judy, you want to pretend like you actually care about the charter X, Y, and Z? There's a literal walking charter violation sitting 2 chairs over from you. JWC, I'm reading in chat. It says people saying we losing you. I don't know what's going on there, but if you're running again, you could have made some good points there. And if you're leaving, then you got nothing to lose. Tanya, we don't know what you're running for, and you did step up a little bit last night, but it felt so like Play-Doh, squishy. And the same goes for Candace. Like, who knows what you're running for, but also someone take away her gummies and her vehicle city privileges before council. She needs to start coming in sober. All that giggling, all that, like, please take shit seriously. Dennis and JJ, like, the same deal. You guys want to show that you're standing on some business. There's some business right there. Stand on it. Get your heels in. Yeah, I was livid. I was running through the chat. I was literal shit talking everyone. I gave no fucks. Oh, Mama goes in here.
Crystal Lynn, good morning. Everybody, good morning. What's up, cousin Maria Carter, the lovely Maria Carter in the building, good morning. Elder Golden Child Sharp, good morning. Crystal Lynn Gaddis, if I'm missing anybody. Elijah Green, good morning. Being Me Kindly, good morning. Queen Anifa, Wanda Smith, Tasha Lynn, if I missed anybody, I'm sorry and I will catch you. Just if I see it, I will catch you. Gaddis Mechanic Shop, good morning. I mean, to me, I'm just gonna say this, and this is what I mean, but I get it, because sometimes people can say you can't keep beating a dead horse. Sweet Cupcake on break, thank you for tapping in, beloved. Good morning to you. Great morning to you. I mean, like Tanya did say, but I get it. It was toward the end when she said, "No, Art didn't turn in stuff," but it goes back to Davina, like what Davina doing. You know what I'm saying? Now, I truly do believe the 7th Ward voters. But once again, it depends on, we know what side gonna come out and vote for Candace. We know that Mott side gonna get out there. She gonna get that side over there. I need the whole black side of the from the valley to the states to Stewart Hood. For people who don't know that area, I need y'all, everyone, to get up and come vote. That's how you get somebody up in there. Brother Elliott is from the 7th Ward, the valley side of it. Like he said, you know what I'm saying? Candace looking at, who want a council person that'll look at you like you got something. Now I get it, you don't want nobody touching, but you wouldn't act. She wasn't acting like that when she was trying to talk to Miss Jan Marie, and when Miss Jan Marie told her, "No, your breath stinking, bag back."
Candace looks at. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Candace looks at folks like there's something she stepped in. You know what I mean? Just totally beneath her notice and disgusting. This is the way she looks at them. Now, I've been on the receiving end of that stare a few times. Like, I know you're not better than me, ma'am. You need to calm down with them eyebrows. And whatever the fuck happened with your lipstick, you need to fix it.
Felicia, good morning. Thank you for tapping in. The lovely Deborah Luna in the building. Good morning. I'm just saying, I wish they would get out in that 7th Ward, would get out, and then you can't keep letting really the minority on that side be the majority that's running the whole. It shouldn't be just the one section over there. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what Miss Beverly Biggs Levy said. She said Candace is running for the 7th Ward. I seen someone sign up for the 4th Ward and the 6th Ward.
You see, Maria Carter's with me on this. We need to take away the gummies before she gets on, before council starts. Because she was on some vehicle city shit last night. The strongest gummies in Flint.
Good morning, Sharisa Dumas. Nah, I'm just saying, yeah, all that giggling. I mean, but it's election season, so people ain't gonna come out here and be that rough. I'm just saying, but I get it. I just think like you would think residency, and I'm not saying Tanya and them done did the work. Her and Art, like she said, they didn't turn stuff in, but it's to me, hey, KD, seriously, I understand that, but that's how she is. You know that's how they is right now, and that's what kind of messes me up. It's like how she act, and but I can see who she appeal, who she trying to appeal to. She want to be around the ones who, let's say the ones who got something going on. It's like she look down on the people where she come from, in my humble opinion.
And I can't pass the sins of the father down to the child, right? What the dad did is what the dad did. But Candace is doing something equally diabolical, in my opinion. She's keeping funds, money. She's keeping so much away from residents, and to her, it's just this big old fucking game, man. I don't know how people are just accepting of it, but she's having a grand old time with this, ain't it? Ain't she?
And Eleanor Wicker, good morning. Thank you for tapping in. Let me see what Linda Chilton said. How you doing, beloved? Said, do you think JWC, Tanya Burns, Dennis Jonathan may be there tired if the residents don't back them up? I can agree with that. Good morning. I can agree with that, Linda. I mean, sometime it will be like you see people like they up in there fighting. I mean, but and that's to me, that's when you fighting the system, you have to fight. It's back to like David and Goliath. You
And
know,
when they make a righteous move, you can see it all over the political pages of Facebook and YouTube that follow Flint. People stand up for him. I think the larger problem is the folks out in the street don't really care. So they're going through all that hardship and bullshit without catching any sort of support out, at home basically. Like, yeah, I'll stand up for here right now and say that they've made some masterful plays in the past and that they've stood on business, and I'll defend them in and out all day long. But I'm just one man. This is just one platform. They need some actual help when it comes to some of these larger issues.
Yeah, I'm looking at Ron Uncut says. So do y'all think that none of these council members is going to be held accountable for the action for stealing funds and laundering money? That's a question I want to ask y'all. I don't think nothing gonna happen. No trouble. Thank you for tapping in. Good morning, the lovely petty fishes in the bin.
If any council members are charged with anything with money, it's going to be whichever side is on the losing end of the election. So, say only 3 of the people that are 4 folks get elected. Now you've got a 6-3 majority on, say, the Neely side, and Neely wins the election. He's going to find a way to use some cops to come in and smash them down, right? If it goes the other way, then you might see some movement. But at the same time, I don't think it's going to be too much movement, because that's just messing up the game for everyone, Me and Mick, you've gone through that a few times. The same reason why both sides, it felt like, were sabotaging Ms. Biggs.
Let me see. What B Marie? Okay, let me see what I'm finna come right to you, B Marie. Okay, this is Elijah Green said I've been doing much research on voting districts and the turnout from the last memorial election, council election. This will be interesting ride, especially for those who used Eric Mays. Good morning. Thank you for tapping in.
And Paul was definitely riding Eric Mays. Like, anytime he can get a TikTok shot or a YouTube short shot, he had that camera on Mays, and then he demonized him. But Paul made his money off Mays as much as he could.
Let me see what B. Marie said. Do y'all think Paul deserves a contract for streaming counsel with his disruptive and unprofessional behavior? Remember, he tagged Mrs. Taylor in the chambers. I don't think he deserved it, but to me, I was watching some Javier Jones. Thank you for tapping in, and good morning. I'm gonna be honest with you. Shout out to my Gaddis clan. Good morning. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I feel his professional. Paul don't have no professionalism, to be honest with you. And I don't want people to think like, oh, I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I have met Paul down there, but Paul didn't got in the game. I don't think even like you say when he called, regardless if he didn't like the way Miss Taylor, however you want to say, he didn't feel like when Miss Taylor was critiquing him, he didn't have no right to call her a bitch. Let's just be honest. But let's be real. See, people don't want to know. This the conversation y'all don't want to have. Uh-oh, I finally got me a sponsor. Hot damn it, let me put it up. I'm the morning recall got one. This is Felicia Martinez coming from that East Coast by way of New Jersey. What up, beloved? And she said Mickey's Roll Call is sponsored by Tanya, Jonathan, and Dennis for calling Liddell out on her BS trying to remove Brian Larkin from the ENA board. Says he just needs to write a resignation letter, not a discussion.
I think that's Liddell really grasping for relevancy right now because she's got no friends. Oh, we saw Candace cut her off left and right yesterday. Nope, you can't talk here. Nope, keep that time running. They're having a back and forth. When just 3 months ago, they could have had that back and forth all day long, taking 10 minutes, but that clock up there is not ticking down a second.
I agree with you, Petty Fish. Paul definitely doesn't do enough to earn the $60K a year, let alone business grants. But see, this is hold on, my bad. Lauren, good morning, beloved. Thank you for tapping in. To me, but see, and I'm glad y'all brought me back on track, and I thank you for that. Petty Fish on this part, because I then lost track. We was getting back to Paul, and I lost my thought when I said he called her a bitch. That should have canceled him. But have y'all noticed the people who ride with the mayor? Just look at them, how they talk to women. See, this is people not looking at
treat women.
It seems like you get rewarded. Now, let's be honest. We done seen people when Eric Mays was going through his thing, if he argue with a woman, remember, people will get on him about that. Let's be honest. But ain't nobody said nothing about these rascals. Charlotte, thank you for tapping in.
You remember what Liddell and Eva said about Dennis and Dawn about their wives? Oh, the way they argue with women, I feel sorry for those ladies or their wives at home. Like, you have the nerve to say that, but you have the nerve to sit shoulder to shoulder with someone that's actually been arrested for spouse beating.
It's selective politicking,
man,
and that's what it is. What up, Winnie jumped in the building? It's called selective politics. Any other place, if I was out there, listen, y'all done seen, I done been talked to crazy. Facts be Marie. Any other place, if a man talk crazy to a woman, it'll be a big thing. But what it is, it depends on what influence this individual might have a woman have. That's what it's coming down to. If you're a major player, they're gonna raise hell about it. But just think about it. Holiday, and remember, and this goes both ways. And now if it was a man calling a woman phone, checking a woman, it would have been an uproar. Look how Liddell called the pastor phone. It was people there, even somebody down there from the city, work downtown, was up in there. And the reporter heard how Liddell act. But everybody want to sit up here, they overlook that. Good morning, Miss Eunice. Thank you for tapping in, beloved. Everybody want to forget that. How when a woman cut up, and I'm just giving you both examples. We watched Liddell go from with Dennis. Oh, he called me a monkey. We watch people who can lie. And I'm saying I'm watch the pastors. That's why I be like, listen, I don't really believe in none of this stuff that they out here. I done watched so many religious people cut corners. They're not even held up to a standard that the book that they preaching out of.
Yeah, and remember, God bless it. I had something. Oh, not just with the pastor, right? When she passed Mr. Maurice Davis in the school and freaked the hell out on him. Had it been the other way around, had Mr. Maurice cussed her out in the middle of the school, it would have made headlines in Flint papers. Hell, it probably would have been on ABC 12. It probably would have made its way up to Michigan news. You've been reading about it in Lansing all the way up in the UP. What?
Yeah.
It's different. That's all I can say. It's different when someone they like starts cutting up like that. When someone they like has, they get that leeway and they forget where they're at and who they are.
For sure. Deborah O'Neill, thank you for tapping in. Sandra Nichols Martin, good morning. Good morning to both of you queens for tapping in. No, I'm just saying, but if you look at it, this how it is. They can sit up and get away with it. That's why I don't want to hear nothing. See all that fake stuff all I know is if it was any one of them women that's saying he's innocent to proven guilty, if it was their niece or their daughter, they wouldn't be acting that way. That's
Hell,
why
if it was them.
but that's why these people is what they are. They to me they good plantation workers. They showing the plantation what they will do. They will overlook certain things. You got to think about it. Liddell, believe me, Liddell right now be crying if the police pulled her over.
Mm-hmm.
She'd say, they drive, they got me driving while black. Just think about it. You heard Neely put on his dashiki that day when he realized he wasn't gonna win that District 8 and was saying, "Oh, they don't want no blacks on there." He was black just for that conversation. He wanted to speak out on racism just for that second. But yet, how can you even take him seriously when you watching how the blacks is getting done in this city? I'm just being honest. Common sense, let them know the views ain't matching them likes right now, family. Now I know it's two different streams. Hit the like on both of them. What's up, Michael Cooley, the good brother from Greenwood, Mississippi, 662 point of order. Keep pressure on Davina, diabolical. And
we're coming back to her in a little bit, but
sweetheart Shell, good morning, beloved.
And we keep on flying off, but I'm taking a look at Paul again. When we were in council and he was in council, that dude was receiving contracts. He was getting paid by the city. And take a look at the equipment the man was using. A 2x4 with a piece of plywood, like 8 cell phones drilled to it. And he's sitting there saying some of the cameras he'd need to use are like $15,000. I didn't know an iPhone cost $15,000. Just be 100% with you.
Nah, but he was cutting
footage was trash.
No, but Paul Gable dropped a lot of gems last night. If we look at it when he said he designed that, the city council, with the cameras he got. Remember when they asked him, is you running? Is you still running the YouTube? He was acting like he wasn't running YouTube.
Yeah, no, that's definitely Paul's feed.
Yeah, listen, he messed up one day when he put it on his, it be loaded up on his, then he kicked the city councils in. We already know who using it. You already said he just got it. Like, he don't have to be there to record no more. Paul was down there promoting for his business.
Dude, we've seen the official City of Flint feed come up with Spectacle Entertainment on it before.
Yeah. Dude. And they got and let me tell you, Paul is what you call high liking to the plantation owners back in the day. Free labor. That's why he was still using them phones. If I could get away with using my city phones, using my iPhones, what we see right now, people want to pay less, but they want more profit. And that's what Paul was more about, profit than spending a lot of money out.
I can understand, but you don't, you get what you pay for, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm paying, we'll take an example and just say $10K a year. Then I expect $10K a year worth of production value, $10K a year worth of decent cameras, decent audio. Instead of wavy. God, we've made enough jokes before saying that damn thing was a fire hazard. I made a couple interesting jokes last night about how many wires would hang off that thing. There's a point where profitability is plausible, but you still have to put forth an effort into your product. And I don't see Paul doing that. Hell, we aren't even contracted by the city. We get a fraction of what he's asking for, and we still have better production value than he does.
Hold on, you got to handle it for a minute. Let me reset myself. They saying I'm going in and out.
All
on my ass.
Oh, Marcia, make sure you crash softly at least. But yeah, hell, I sit here and maybe $300-400 a year max, mind you. I'm able to make custom thumbnails. I'm able to make custom graphics. I'm able to put music onto things. And you've seen it already this year. We've upped our production value, and it still isn't costing even a 1/100th of what Paul is asking for.
No, that's because he is what he doing. He want all he trying to make profit. Let me family. Let me break some down to y'all. The way like Paul saying he designed the cameras up here. One of the piss poor jobs I ever seen in my life. Go watch any other city council. Do you know the cameras where you can see the people face?
Yeah,
Did you know
honestly,
that?
if I were to design it, I'd have cameras behind the TVs looking down at the council members,
That's
easily
how.
shiftable. Then I'd have two in the back of the room facing inward, and then I'd have two in the front of the room facing your speaker. I'd be able to look all around that council, no problem. Just shift cameras 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
A poor design. That's what that is. That's what to me Flint is known for. You spending the money, but what you spending for it ain't matching what you should get. How you not showing the people? Then you look at the feed, it's dark. When you see the people at the podium, it's dark. That's what you paid for. I'm just saying, but you come and asking for more money. I can see if you asking for more money, we getting better quality. But if you put down what you spent, like I said,
Oh, B, it gets worse than that. He also said he would have them in their bedroom with an oval around them with a picture-in-picture, and that software costs a lot of money. I can do a picture-in-picture right now just using StreamYard. If I really wanted to, I can go into my DaVinci program, which costs me $300 flat. Okay, that is a rather cheap but very professional system. I could do that, no problem. But saying it cost X amount, and the way he described it to me just sounded like he was trying to set up an OnlyFans.
I mean, but see, because he talking, see, he wanted to use all that tech, use the certain. Do you know what I forgot what he was talking about, a broadband? No, we want to know why this shit ain't looking good.
And then
We
you
want to know
talking about
why.
the servers. It takes 5 minutes. No, looking at the way you set shit up, Paul, it doesn't take 5 to 20 minutes. And you're talking about Blade servers. Blade servers are not usually used for media. To be 100% honest with you, Blade servers are for things like video game servers. Hell, YouTube can be or does use them. Things like Facebook. These are mass data servers, not media servers. A media server, just to swap that out, you're talking a software change. You're talking a lot of hardware work, and the server racks themselves. God, they put off so much fucking heat. You're looking at a several $1,000 expense, but he's sitting there complaining about, oh, they're taking forever to change my. How does that fucking relate to council, Paul?
And then
Does
asking
council
kids,
control shit there?
asking kids to come do the side language. No, pay somebody, Paul. That's when he tried to tell. I remember back in the day, yeah, I'll give you $50 if you go cover this. You can come work for me. No, Paul, I'll go do that myself. Why would I take $50 from you when I can go buy my own stuff, which I
Remember when he
did,
was making
and
money off
set
of
it up
RL
myself? Yeah,
TikTok?
like I mean,
He gave RL $20.
but that's just show you the
He
type of
made
individual you're dealing with. I mean, this is what you're dealing with. All that, like I said, all that was a waste of nothing, man. Y'all need to go back, rip them cameras down, put the cameras where the people can see the face of the council people. This the only place I know where they don't really want the residents to see them. Some of the most diabolical stuff I done seen, but he had the nerve to come down there and brag and act like he needed some money. That's called playing in your face. If that ain't never been playing in your face, and Cuzzo, that's why I got this up here. And what about the 26-year-old Canadian who has been working in Detroit for years, laughing my ass off?
Bro,
Listen,
dude's working remotely, right? Like, I thought about it last night. All he's doing is getting emails, answering emails, printing a document, signing it, scanning it, sending it back. And then when he has to come to city council or when he has to come to the city, he's getting paid mileage for that. Like, shit.
Facts, petty fish. You not lying. That's the definition.
I read that and I giggled, but I also didn't want to say it.
I see you in the building. No, I'm just looking at it. I'm listen, Paul. When I see the stuff he did, like I get it. He believe in keeping money. He don't believe in spending it. But for what they paid for, and the mic still be having static in it. Like that's what y'all paying for, and you bragging about. Oh, I designed this system here. You designed a piss poor system. Just being honest.
Look, I mean, I'll go and I'll design it for him, and I'll do it for free, just to spite Paul, just to spit in his eye.
I had to. I'm gonna tell you, I've been got 50, 60 some thousand. Paul, all you had to do was buy the equipment the first time. It ain't like it was Paul Money that designed the city. If you
No.
designed it and you didn't go get the cameras that had the right look, or did they tell you, I don't want the cameras on me. I don't want people to see me. Like even with them having them borders up, them things for they didn't want people to see they was talking, how they was breaking the. Like I say, even with that, and let me say this, Clyde, you're all right individual, but when I tell you some of the stuff that you was finna come down there and lie and you caught yourself finna say years, that young brother is 26. Well, I'm saying that young individual is 26. How long could he been doing something? Would you was finna say he been working? Because it's possible. Let me be honest. In some countries, you can be working at 18. Some countries,
Canada's not one of those countries.
huh?
Canada's not one of those countries, bro.
Oh, I'm just saying some let you graduate at 15. Some countries, here you down there, you gotta go to school till you down there 30. But I'm saying some countries you graduate at 15. I'm just saying. And I'm with you, Michelle Mayer. Good morning. Why is they hiring people from Canada as if people in Flint don't need a proper job? Make it make sense. Demetri Patton, good morning.
I mean, there are plenty of qualified people in Flint. I think their biggest problem.
In and out.
I don't see you going in and out. I see us going up and down on the screen. But there are plenty of qualified people in Flint.
Yeah.
Plenty. I think the biggest problem is the way that they treat their employees. A lot of people in Flint don't want to apply. Maybe if you treated your employees with a little bit of dignity, respect, they might want to stay a little bit longer. But that's just me.
Oh, I'm looking at it on my phone. I don't know why I'm going in and out. I don't know. Paul might be. What's good morning, Cassandra Scott? Thank you for tapping in. Paul might be out here messing with the feed.
Paul might have his 2x4 tower up there and figured, oh yeah, if I have enough shit going out, it'll start screwing with Mickey shit.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I'm going in and out, family. But like I said, I'm just confused. Just as y'all, the Paul, how he even got the contract for city council. I mean, he shouldn't even had a contract because his biasness, how he didn't film JWC, he didn't film Tanya, even Eric, making money off of him when they, doing skit. I mean, Paul done everything. I ain't mad at him because, like I say, we record. But the way Paul and manipulated took stuff out of videos, don't leave them up. When we recorded, we
edit shit out or take things out of context, or sometimes he'd splice it together to make it look like they're on a long string of expletives.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that tacky ass fucking boo-boo bus that he used to sit out there and nap in.
To me, I wonder, is this the friends, brothers, and in-laws? Like you say, like I'm looking at it when I got a 26-year-old from Canada. I'm not mad at the fella for being able, but like they say, it ain't what you know, it's who you know. You know what I'm saying? We have to really be looking, man. That's even like,
I don't know if that young man knows anyone. I think it's more of we can't let people from the city of Flint get this job because they'll talk. And B, we can't let people from the city of Flint get this job because it's a decent paying job. They're just trying to censor information because dude's from Canada. Who's he going to talk to in Flint? He's not going to bump to anyone at Kroger's and be like, oh yeah, we had this problem at the plant. He's down in, was like outskirts of Toronto or some shit. He's going to bump into someone there and they're going to go, oh yeah, maple syrup. The fuck?
Deborah Luna, I agree with you, beloved. I love to know how many people in supervisions of departments requiring certifications are up to date. Let's just go with this one, family. We had the finance chair says FOIA. If you want to know how much opera money is left, she quit keeping account.
Mm-hmm.
You are the finance chair.
I had to put in a FOIA to ask. They said those numbers are not available. So then I had to put in a FOIA to ask for all the resolutions that had passed relating to ARPA funds. And yet I go back and somehow they spent $99 million in ARPA. So things aren't keeping sense. Like, Some things have passed, but obviously got turned away.
Man,
Make it make some damn sense.
Mark, look, you got me with you for whatever reason. I don't know why, but clearly the city does not want a DPW director. They hired a 26-year-old from Canada. Why?
Because there's something going on in the DPW that they don't want the city of Flint knowing about.
How is he learning on the job, though? The job is too important to have someone that has to learn on his own.
He's a
Facts.
damn director. Dude should be a grunt at 26, making hopefully good money, but he should be a grunt, not leading an entire department.
Hassan Pinchback, thank you for tapping in. Said wasn't I'm looking at Deborah Luna. Said wasn't there a lawsuit against the fire department for someone with certs overlooked for a promotion but needs hey, listen, they it's FBI friends, brothers, and in-law. Facts were on uncut. There's no money left. That's why she can say, if you want to get it, it's not my response. Are you fucking crazy? But this is y'all, this is who they put up here, an unqualified person as the damn finance chair. She just basically told y'all if you want to go get it. Like I was telling somebody, when you go get a FOIA, they might raise, Judy might know they're gonna raise that FOIA up to where people don't got the money to pay for it.
Yeah, they've done it several times. My first FOIA that I put in while I was on 810 with you in 2022, they charged me, I want to say $15 for the full city budget, as well as wages per department, not individual, but per department, how much they're spending on individual wages, right? That charged me not much. I got a letter just before I got my information saying that they're raising the prices. Every year they've raised the prices. So when I put in for the resolutions for ARPA funds, I think it cost me close to $80. $80 fucking dollars just for some papers that they should already have on hand.
Yeah, but this was the stuff that she said. See, you know, this is the
Zach,
stuff
don't test me this morning.
This is the stuff that she said. And that's why I'm like, I couldn't believe it. New one, good morning. You ain't never late whenever you tap in. Miss Tia, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's have a productive conversation in here. That's all I'm asking for. I'm just saying, to me, but see, this is what Flint is accustomed to. They've been allowing people to do what they want to do. And under this administration, I have not seen lawlessness like this.
All right,
and
Zach, you're out permanently this time.
It's just, to me, it's just downright diabolical.
Actually, no, you get 24.
Yeah,
Come back tomorrow when you have an attitude adjustment. I told you not to test me, dude. Especially after last night when you go after one of our mods.
But there's always a way to go to an answer as much on the computer at home. Look, Deborah, listen, they've been, and we're gonna go ahead and get to we're gonna go ahead and get to fires what Liddell tried to make an ass of Brian Larkin. But this is what she been doing. Liddell only gonna go at her own. Let's be honest.
Brian, the mayor's appointee too?
Yeah.
Like, why? It seemed like she wanted him gone to punish a mayor, but she's also sitting there calling the mayor the Honorable Sheldon Elo. Like, what are you doing? Filleting him, or?
I mean, because she's trying to be on his good side. When she said the Honorable, you know what that is. She knows she had to kiss the ring, but she's still trying to be who she is. I mean, I wouldn't even worry about it, man. You focusing too much over there. Just gonna let it go.
Yeah, no, not this year. I'm tired of people coming in disrespecting, period.
Nah, but everybody, we just ain't gonna block. Some stuff you're gonna have to overlook at the end of the day. You can't just let them do it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't using the N-word, certain things like that. Now listen, we gotta do a show. We got mods here, mods to handle it.
All right.
Yeah, just let the mods handle it. Let me see. Liddell and Neely fighting over the last bit of money. I mean, let me see what. Liddell knows she can't control no money. No, it's just that the one fella want to come in here every morning, man. I mean, listen, I know how it is. It'll sidetrack me. That's why I don't want to get sidetracked and just keep on with the show. Let the mods go on ahead. That's what we made mods for. Let them go ahead. Believe me.
And I said, all right, my hands
Yeah.
are off.
Yeah. Don't the mods handling them now. You know what I'm saying? I think he just come in to see. I do believe a lot of them come in to see who if we can get sidetracked. I'm gonna be honest with
Look, it's political season. I know he's one of Neely's operatives. You want to sit in here, fine. You want to listen to what we're saying, to go report back, fine. If you're trying to upset me, I'll show you upset.
Yeah,
my cohorts here, the respected Mickey Jordan and the respected Winters Hall, are telling me to leave you the hell alone. But you ain't gonna have those shields forever, motherfucker.
Yeah, let me see. I left the last night when they spent so much time talking. The campaigns, I don't listen.
I'm trying to figure that one out because I remember yesterday we were going through the agendas and I was scrolling down. We kind of got to the left of it because it was 60 pages of the other thing.
Yeah.
So you're trying to tell me that you want a resolution, a city ordinance, a law that says I can't have campaign signs up for X amount of time after I am out of the election or the election ends. Okay. What are you going to do about it? We'll call you and ask you to remove them.
Mm-hmm.
City of Flint calls me, especially if I'm in a bad mood after I've lost an election.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that dude needs to go.
Yeah, I was looking at that. That's what I
was. We got a mod on the. I really don't want to get hit for terrorism charges. Anyway, but city calls me after I lose an election, especially if I'm in a bad mood, and says, hey, you need to remove your signs. I'm going to laugh at them and hang up. I might drop some expletives such as S my D or kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Like, no, that shit. And there's no penalty. So it's just they're putting onto record, into law, a very polite way of saying please. Why are you doing that? That's a waste of time, money, energy, discussion time up there. They talked more about some fucking political signs than they did about residency. Like, residency should be the first thing going on up there because that man doesn't live in the ward that he's supposed to be getting money for. It is no fucking surprise that his nonprofit is getting went up tenfold in 2 years the second that he became a council person. And yet the first ward is still suffering. Nothing is happening in the first ward, but his nonprofit Made Institute is making money. And he was directing other nonprofit groups that are supposed to be helping the ward to his own properties to renovate. Shouldn't that be something that is on everyone's mind? Hell, shouldn't you want to show that you're fighting corruption? Even if you're part of the corruption, you should play that bluff just so you don't have to deal with it. Just so you can say, no, I fight that and maybe get some attention away from you. But they wanted to talk for so long about some damn political signs. And Dennis made a point. Hey, if I have a political sign on my personal property and you come up and ask me to get rid of it, all right, number one, if you're going to come up there with an attitude, we're throwing hands on my property. Number two, get the fuck off my property.
I just been trying to, like I said last night, it was like you said, last night didn't make no sense and none of that. For one, you tried to embarrass somebody, Brian Larkin. Like I said, I met him one time at the NA board meeting, let's be honest. But
you said he was a chill dude, right?
But like, huh?
You said he was a chill dude, right?
He was cool when he was respectful. When I seen him, he's like, "What's up?" We just my first time seeing him there, but for her to try to embarrass him like that was I thought that was crazy to have a discussion. But I blame the mayor for him and her trying to get into a pissing contest.
But it also feels like she's trying to keep the ENA board from functioning. Okay, yeah. They don't have enough people to hold quorum right now. Yeah. They just had Joe King resign. They're looking to get rid of.
Yeah, Patrick resigned.
Well, no, like they
Julius,
mentioned it last
my
night.
bad, saying the wrong name. He resigned like a couple months ago. I was at his last meeting. He came to.
Well,
Like,
they said it last night that Joe King had resigned. So
yeah.
this is a more recent development. They don't have the people, but Judy's about to put someone else on there. So we believe. I guess it's a housemate, wife, live-in spouse, cousin, sister, whatever, living in the same place as the dude who flipped off council. Which, I'll be honest with you, I can't blame the man for flipping off council, but it's rude anyway. So they might be getting close to having quorum again, especially if new members come on to council and they want to appoint people as is their duty and their right. Oop, breaking news. Should we do a Winter's word on the street?
You calling in? Put a one in the chat if you calling in. Yeah, go ahead and do the breaking news. Let me see if she calling in. Oh, you. Oh, hold on. We're gonna nip this in the bud now.
What are we fighting?
Hold on. Oh, she sent me the whistle now. It's cool. Let me tell you something. Don't you ever in your life. Oh, okay. You lucky you sending me the voicemail, but you ever come up on here all this breaking news. You knew that. I'm about to
save it for tonight.
I swear on my mama, you're gonna get 24 hours. That don't ever do that.
No.
Don't ever do that.
You know what? It's fine. It's good advertisement for tonight. Now I need when to solve breaking news later. I might work on that today.
Diabolical. That was just straight up nasty, right?
She's mean.
Straight up nasty.
But no, so all these future council people that may or may not be coming on, it is their duty and their right to appoint to the E&A board. They might have quorum at that point, and they don't want that E&A board out in the public actually, failing to do its job like it has been. That has been something that we've tacked on, that Tony Burns has tacked on, that Flint Politics Reboot, not just us, not just Wintus, but other people have gone in there. Hell, Flint HNN has talked about that E&A board left and right because they failed to do their job with all their damn love letters that never get sent. I've even seen it on INA's page. So it feels like a blocking maneuver, like, oh, we have to get rid of this man. And if he won't resign soon, then they might have quorum. He might actually show up. Oh, my God. And with all the violations of the charter that Liddell herself has done, she might be afraid to be on the outs right now. She might be terrified that that E&A board will convene under Neely's say-so, under Neely's blessing, and start hammering her for some of the shit she's done to her cohorts and other council members.
Flint is just terrible. It's so many characters in Flint. Flint is a city full of characters. You got them everywhere. I don't know. Like I said, you just got to pray. I mean, if you go by and look by the last elections, they was nasty. I don't know why people gonna think this one gonna be any better. They cutthroat here. This the epitome of cutthroat.
It feels like, you guys know George Orwell, the book 1984. It feels like that's Flint. Don't look over here. We're going to hide this over here. Over here does not exist. And you just see so many people who are tired, who don't want to fucking deal with it anymore, go, okay, there's nothing over there. It doesn't exist. But how do you get change if you're not going to talk about it?
Man, people play. Listen, you in Flint. This Flint is some of the, and I swear, family, the people that y'all seeing, Flint got better people than this. These just the fools that they have elected and put up here and their cohorts. You know what I'm saying? It's like some diabolical people. I'm trying to tell you. I ain't never seen so many people play so many goofy games. It's just downright nasty. I'm just saying it's just nasty. I never seen nothing like this. I never seen so many people want to be in just a group together. They don't know how to really just. I don't think they know. Oh, let me see. I think Liddell was bringing in. Let me see. I think. Let me see, Denise. I think Liddell was bringing things up that she thought would make her look powerful and could only get away with attention by embarrassing someone. She knows. She does know what she can be sued. Personally, doesn't she? No, she don't think that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Liddell don't think none of this gonna happen. She been able to do it. Let's be honest. We didn't set up here and be honest. The blacks didn't set up here in this city, then dogged each other out. They didn't show it out for who really running this thing. Let's be honest. Only place you can see where women will sit up there, say innocent to proven guilty. You see it if you go to the let me get it right. I got it. Flint Neighborhoods United. I'm not taking no shots.
Effing you.
I'm just saying, but even when the residency got brought up there, it got shut down. Even when you go look at about and this the same person that was brought up about the residency was brought up about the money for the Flint neighborhood engagement hub when you had a council person and fixed up this property. I'm listening to y'all. Listen to me, fam.
Several of his own properties.
I'm not mad what a person go do. I'm just surprised that he ain't got jammed up for it. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I'm just not. I'm not surprised that a person, they can get away with it. I'm not used to blacks able to get away with certain things. I'm seeing being done. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to y'all and say, yeah, I'm not used to blacks able to get away and do certain things. I'm not used to a black to say they stay over and knowing they don't. Example 21, who don't stay there and they let that slide. Let's just be honest. Listen. I'm not used to a person using their house address, somebody else staying in there, and the people. And this individual came out and said he don't stay here. I'm not used to it. It's just certain things I'm not used to. Then hearing allegedly he's running for the third ward now. Some of this stuff I'm not used to. I'm not gonna lie to y'all and act like, oh yeah, this is real.
If
I'm not
we
gonna sit up here and say that. I'm not
eyeball national, right? I typed in news stories of politicians using nonprofits for personal gain. Kristi Noem in 2023, while governor of South Dakota, Kristi Noem secretly accepted $80,000 payment from a dark money nonprofit that promotes her political career. An arrangement experts describe as highly unusual. She routed the funds through a personal company she established in Delaware. The V. Dare Foundation in 2025, New York Attorney General sued the V. Dare Foundation and its leaders, Peter and Linda Brimelow, for allegedly treating the far-right nonprofit like their personal piggy bank. Then we got Impact Utah CEO. 2025 audit revealed that the CEO of Impact Utah, a nonprofit intended to boost U.S. manufacturing, allegedly spent millions in taxpayer dollars on luxury personal trips. And on and on and on it goes. They can smash people with far more power, but Leon's getting away with it. Liddell got away with it. Candace is getting away with it. Hell, Quincy Murphy with the Habitat for Humanity lawnmower. Right? Yes, it came from Ashley Capital, but it was laundered through Habitat for Humanity. Explain to me how Leon's getting away with it.
I mean, because it's the way of Flint. Who gonna get on there and say nothing? You ain't gonna have nobody from the first ward say nothing, second ward say nothing, third ward gonna say. I don't think ain't too many people. Once they make their comment on it, it just goes what it is. It just dropped down by the wayside, and just being honest. And I will say this: I ain't far as having faith in this system. Shit, I ain't never had no faith. I have faith to know what America gonna do. If you can't do, we can't do what everybody else doing, and it shows it even more now. Let's be honest. Anybody else, you know what I'm saying, to pull some of the stunts that this man is pulling off and can get away with it is diabolical. I mean,
I miss the Army. I've seen colonels, literal 06, the highest you can get as an officer before becoming a general, get smacked down to private, they ripped all rank away and threw him into a prison for misusing government funds on a travel card. I've seen, specialists, 2-3 deployment specialists come in black and bruised while their wife has like a small cut on her nose. She beat the hell out of him. He defended himself. He got charged with domestic violence and kicked out of the fucking army. I miss the army because everyone was treated equally, like you're all pieces of shit. And sometimes I wish I'd see that in the civilian world, where it doesn't matter who you're connected to, who you're friends with, who you're giving money to, you're still going to get fucking slammed. I really, really miss the army a lot of the time.
Well, it depends on who it is. Some said it wasn't all that. I'm just telling you, everybody have a different opinion. Like, it might have been good.
My personal brigade.
Yeah.
That's all I can do there.
Yeah.
Like, my brigade gave no fucks. If you fucked up, I've seen E7s, so pretty high in the enlisted ranks, get charged for disrespecting an officer and have to do extra duty with me when I was in trouble. From the time you got released from your regular workday all the way up until midnight. You get home, you get 4 hours of sleep, you go back to your regular workday. And then as soon as you're done with that, you're doing extra work all the way again until midnight, mowing lawns. Hell, sometimes they would have us clean windows that we cleaned 10 minutes ago just to keep us working, just to waste time. I've seen E7s go through that. But in Flint, you can launder $300,000, if not more. You can lay your hands on your spouse. You can move around wards and still keep a first ward seat. Nothing happens. They won't even talk about it on council. That's why today's thumbnail is a bunch of skeletons with no spines. I've seen more spine and fucking jellyfish, dude.
Like I said, and I tried, and the reason I do the little pushback, I'm just saying when you didn't try. I mean, when you didn't try, just to be honest, they didn't even have really votes to challenge this mayor. Just to be honest, even sometimes, Jonathan would vote to push some stuff through. I thought he would have been, now knowing that he's not running, allegedly he's not running back. I thought he would have been more like a little more assertive. Because last night, I felt like he should have got up and walked out. What did you study sitting there having this conversation with Paul? Like, what did that prove staying there, sitting there that whole time? Like, I don't get that when that wasn't even making sense. Like,
see, in my mind, he wasn't there during Paul's tenure when he was in the building. So maybe he doesn't know all the shit that Paul used to get up to. Maybe he is taking Paul at face value. Like, oh, okay, so you did this and this much. It was the others that have been there for a while that I was kind of upset with. Like, Dennis, you saw what Paul used to do. You saw what Paul used to do to you, brother. And you're sitting there giving him the benefit of the doubt, giving him a conversation. Yeah. This man was sitting there making it look like you were trying to pick a fight with Liddell when she came up on you. This man sat there and ran the monkey story on his page for weeks, if not months on end, making money off of your suffering when people were threatening you, your family, your kids, taking pictures of your kids. That was a lot of part of it. Paul, why are you sitting there giving that man 2 breaths?
Like I say, family. No, don't nobody film the ENAB board.
ENA has to meet for people to film it.
But the thing is, with the city, they should have had cameras for that. This is a city that moved millions of dollars. You mean to tell me you couldn't upgrade your cameras? Your cameras are worse because of what are you trying to hide? Like, when you see stuff that's going on, this is really to keep they hiding something. They don't want people to, like I say, this whole thing, to me, the way they squandered they peanuts, because they spent that money where it was supposed to go. Thank you, Deborah Luna, for the Thirsty Thursday, a $10 super chat. Thank you.
To me, Deborah, you keep me in drinks.
To me, it's just that I don't even think when you get a new mayor, like, they're going to be able to go against the grain. You think, I'm going to be honest, I don't care what nobody say. If you think whoever y'all love finna get in them seats and can really do too much changing. Y'all asses is just as shook as the people that's telling you they is. Let's really get honest with it. You think whoever the next mayor gonna get in, I don't care if it was Tanya Del Rico, whoever the next mayor gonna be, they get a script too. You go off that motherfucking script and
You
them
lose everything.
people playing this game with your ass. Let's be real. Now let's fuck all extra shit. You go against that grain, your ass would be a one term or your ass will be going to jail. Now they would throw some
Or a half term.
charges on you. You better go look at Maduro. We got a bunch of little Trumps running around this thing. Don't act like this that they don't lock people up. Did you see what happened to Detroit mayor? They even got blacks up there saying, "Oh, he was a bad mayor." You didn't have white mayors who done did bad stuff. You know what they ain't gonna say? Let's send them to jail. Now let's talk the real talk now. So I'm not gonna sit up here and say whoever the next mayor gonna be. Only thing I can pray is that we get somebody that have some compassion and say, listen, them people been poisoned enough. Let's get this water under control. For the ones that is coming. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's here, we already see what it is. It is what it is.
I mean, take a look at it, right? I don't get along with Weaver. But not only did she go off the script for them and get recalled hard, had her name pulled through mud hard, she can't get shit in the city of Flint. For her to do her speaking engagements for the Karen Williams Weaver Foundation, KWWF, or her nonprofit, where she goes and speaks about, the issues that she faced as the Flint mayor, personal and business and public and private. She can't get shit in the state of Michigan. She has to go all over the country, right, for her to even talk to other people. No one in Michigan wants to hear from her. Why? Because she's been blacklisted that hard. You go off their script, they will fucking hammer you. Take a look at Mike Clack, as he just put into our chat. You go against the grain, you end up like me, blacklisted from jobs in Flint. I do think that you spoke about it once on Solutions, bro, where you were going for a job in the city of Flint and you went through the interview process. They were all ready to talk to you. As you were going in to accept the job offer, Neely walks out and they turned you down. Weird.
Good morning, Arthur Logo. Good morning, Raphael.
It's like the fucking mafia runs Flint, except at least the mafia had the decency to hide their hand.
I'm just saying. Hey, Tony Terry, that's what I'm saying. Let's be honest. Let's have that real conversation. Like I say, when I was at the Neighborhood United, I was going to say, my bad, Neighborhoods.
FNU?
The FNU, when I was there. Because when I was listening, I just got to call a spade on what I was seeing. See, what I was seeing from the blacks was a different experience that I was hearing from the whites. I'm just being honest. I knew when you was there. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different, what's the name? When we was talking about residency, you would hear the white, no, call David Layton. You know what I'm saying? This was their response. Like, you shouldn't be going through this. Ours, we sitting up here, you had Tommy acting like she was Chris Osgood doing the highlight when the Detroit Red Wings was winning championship. She won a block. Then you hear the good brother was just on there when he said how Tommy tried to tell him don't do this and that. But at the same time, when he was speaking truth, when he was just doing an inquiry about residency there. She brought up Eric Mays that's not even no longer here to defend himself. I'm just saying this is the stuff that you sit up there and go look at. Don't you know plenty of people know they can go do this? Is way more people to got way more money that live in the city to know what's going on. That's why I feel like that's game that really, and there's no disrespect to Flint Neighborhoods United. I get it. People have jobs. They don't want to, and I get it. And that's just what you call, that's not, they let you know they don't get paid to do that. That's voluntary. You know what I'm saying? They do that from the kindness, but hot damn, if it's coming from the kindness of your heart, let's talk about the water not being fixed. Them same people that's coming down there, they know how that water is. It's like that's craziness that we gotta say, oh, bring this people up here. Like to me, that's like playing games. And I get what I'm just saying for me. I'm just saying for me. I'm not saying for nobody else how they should be. That's for me. I see how you can get turned off. People can, get turned off. You hear the school board. I talk to teachers. I got family members that's teachers. Let's be real. When they talk about and they like, man, look, all that stuff, the way the Flint school system is being ran is diabolical.
They're purposely dumbing down the kids. How can you sit there and take pride graduating kids, legal adults, with a 3rd and 4th grade reading level and about the same level in math? How can you take pride in that? And as you pointed out with your family, and as Mr. McCants has pointed out, teachers' hands are fucking tied. Like, you have some great teachers in Flint, but they have to work with what they're given and what leeway they're given, and they're not allowed to put extra work into these kids. Like, hell, you have to request as a parent for your kid to be held back. Think about that for a minute.
No, but I mean, you like, listen, and I seen the school, and I'm not gonna say what podcast it was on. I just seen the school board podcast. Hold on, family, entertain for a second. This is much of a hint I give out.
I get to entertain folks for a moment. It's day in and day out. It just
is what it is.
It's so irritating to me to see.
No, I gotta be me.
Folks of Flint getting ripped apart.
So I was looking at this podcast yesterday, and I was seeing that they had the school board president on there. I'm seeing the school board president on there, right? Hey, facts, B. Marie. It's just not in Flint. Listen, I got family, the school teachers down in Detroit. Believe me.
I'll concede that, but Flint is well below even Michigan standards. And I'm not saying it's the Flint school's fault. I'm saying the Flint schools are being held back by certain people.
Let me see. No, and I believe, well, it's an article that reading comprehension skills are low across Michigan. B. Marie, I do believe that, but you know what I'm saying? I'm only speaking on right now, on Flint, what I know. Believe me, I know Flint ain't the only Wilson name, but these the ones I do know. I'm just telling you. These the ones that I can see. These the ones, like, when I was saying, when I'm seeing these people being interviewed, it's like, you're not asking no tough questions because I already know it's the friends, brothers, and in-laws. Like, are you serious? Y'all can really, like, the work is being done? Like, to me, it's just craziness. But I get it. Like, I get it. They got to go along with the get along. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I don't care about if me and this person gonna be friends, man. I just, like I say this, I've been saying this since I've been on. I said I just met a lot of y'all. So if we gonna fall out for me speaking my truth or calling it out of what I'm seeing was going on, anytime a vice president of a school board can go behind the president of the school board back and the rest of council, and the rest of the school board, and do a deal. Hear me out. Do a deal. Redo the contract for the superintendent. And all she ever did was try to undermine every president that was before her. Let's go back to with Danielle Green. Like I told y'all. Hey, B, yeah. I'm glad we're going to be the subject of it because I'd rather tell the truth.
And Mickey just said he just met a lot of people, so falling out with someone that you just met ain't shit. It's not like you're losing a lifetime best friend from kindergarten. This is just some random stranger that now doesn't like me. Okay, kick rocks.
Nah, but B, you good. Like, I don't care about it, how they feel about me. I'm going to be honest, because I feel like a lot of them people, you know what I'm saying, y'all missing the big thing that's going on. If it's Flint, because I'm just reading it. Let me see what T, and I'm going to get right back to FNU. What does that say about the parents that have a 12th grader reading at a 3rd grade level? Fact.
Mr.
That's
McCants
why I say
drops that truth, and Mickey drops that truth every week. You got to start educating at home.
Yeah, most of the kids don't attend Flint school, so it sounds like the parents' issue. Facts. You right about that. No, I know what you talk about, B. Marie. You know, we good family. You family on that trip.
Media
Let me
around
see
here.
what Mike said. Keep the poor kids uneducated so they can't compete with the privileged kids when they grow up. They are making an entire working class generation. Facts.
And then
And
you
this,
have to wonder why so many people are coming to social media and setting up social media accounts that they can start monetizing. Some of these young kids just walking about doing live streams because it pays better than fucking McDonald's.
Debbie, the next meeting gonna be February the 7th, and that's my birthday. I doubt I'm gonna be there. It's the first Saturday of every month. So the next one is February the 7th. But I know Brother Elliot gonna be there, and I know he gonna give hell. But not hell in a disrespectful way. Hell in a respectful way. Because I want to read this on the FN, and I want to read because it says the agenda. Flint Neighborhood United, FNU, is a coalition of neighborhood groups and residents who come together on the first Saturday of each month to share information and leverage their resources to create a positive change in the greater Flint community. I'm just going to say this. What I heard from the school board president knocked me down. I understand now why the kids, oh, that we coming into the Aquarius season, family. And that's what I'm trying to right concrete school to prison pipeline. This is the stuff that we be going through, but ain't nobody saying nothing about that. Like my thing is, I see what you're saying. What it said. Are there a lot of charter schools up there popping up in Flint?
Myself, Clack, and Casey are responding. The reason I say not too many, I think for a city of 80,000, there's about a dozen charter schools. Where I grew up in Douglas, Arizona, overall population 10,000. Well, overall population 15,000. Legal population being like 10, something like that, a lot less. And we had 3 charter schools: Pep Tech, Omega, and Cass. So to me, a dozen doesn't seem like much.
No, for sure. No, new one. That's a major fact right there, baby. But Flint is graduating students from 12th grade reading at a 4th grade level. Parents are having open houses. Now, let's don't consider them to the prom and graduating parties for what? I've been trying to figure. I'll be like, dude, we can't do none of this for you. I ain't trying to hurt your feelings, but dude, you it's gonna be hard out here for you. It'll be hard, but I blame 75% of that is on the parents because you supposed to want better. It blows my mind, and this is where that stereotype come from. When you hear people look at our community like we don't listen, man. History can tell you what our community can do. I just feel like them other communities ain't been taught on yet, and then they understand we don't have no Latin Rosewood, we don't have no China Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had none of that, or Arab Brownsville where they come in and take your shit. See, y'all ain't had that. We can show, but it seems like they constantly keep putting stuff in the way. And that's sad that you got these so-called scholars. And you know what I'm saying? And I believe the president could be a good person. The school board president could be did in the right way. But to me, I don't have time to try to figure it out now. I done seen your work. You know what I'm saying? It's time to move on. That maybe in some other move you can do. I'm just saying.
We've had some good school board members in the past. One of them's in our chat right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right. There were times he and I would talk about shit going on in the school board, and before we knew it, it was a phone call that started at 4:00 and ended at 10:00. Right. Someone who actually gave a damn. But then we see the way some of these others are moving, and they're just using the school board to get their name on a elected position as a stepping stone. They don't care. As soon as they get on there, they don't care about the actual work of the school board. They care about getting their name out there further. Right. Sometimes it is an initiative on the school board. Sometimes it's, I'm a school board member, trustee, or president, or vice president, or whatever title they can scrounge up. And I support this, that this person's doing. I support this initiative. getting their names on extra pieces of paper, so when it comes to the next time they put their asses on a ballot, they have name recognition. Like, when do you actually get people that care about these kids on that school board?
I mean, listen, man, when you see how it is, all you got to do is just go back. Look at the same one who kept mess going on the school board. But show you how vindictive the school board trustees are. You had Laura called Teray allegedly a boy, because I'm not mistaken, it got put out
Not
there.
allegedly.
Oh,
That is a full-blown fact. It is documented by several people, collaborated.
Yeah.
It is not allegedly.
Called him a boy. But guess what they is? You know what the president said at my first time going to that meeting? Oh, the school board, we're all on the same page. We wasn't on the same page. No. It was
You guys
your
aren't
ass
even in the same fucking book.
Yeah, it was your ass that was in all the other mess that was going on. I remember when I put that out, a text message from Joy, go at Laura for me. But these are the people who play the game. These are the so-called, oh my God. Boy, y'all let fools get on here, and I'm gonna say it, not an educated fool, let me say that. Get up here and y'all think the kid's supposed to listen to y'all.
Look, my grandmother was a terrible person, but she had a really, really good saying for folks like that. Educated idiots. You can have a PhD. You can be the most brilliant person in the world on paper, but when it comes to actual life experience and putting things through, you're dumb as a rock. So some of these folks may have a degree in early childhood education. How is that translating to Flint children's childhood education? It's not. You're an educated idiot.
Now look at this. The city of Flint, this is from Stanley Wood, one of the mosques. The city of Flint has 30,000 school-age students living in Flint School District, but 3,010. I believe it's less than 3,000.
Yeah, I think last I looked in, it's like 2,500.
Yeah, I believe less than. Hold up, let me go. What was that one? Okay, titles don't mean crap. Do the work.
I have to say, Eartha, I love you to death. You are one of my favorite chatters. Unfortunately, in Flint, titles are all that matter because people follow titles. Seriously, take a look at 90% of the people that are going to run. They're going to put a title in front of their name, and they're just going to pick up votes based on that title, even if it's a made-up title. It's more of people aren't doing their due diligence and work looking into a candidate. They just figured that that title means that they've done some work rather than investigating themselves. And it's very unfortunate. And someone else earlier said wards 1, 2, and 3 have lower income. These are people having to work 1 or 2 jobs just to survive. Maybe they don't have the time to go out and vote or have the time to go out and research, because research takes a long while when you're looking into a candidate. You're 100% correct there. You're keeping the people tired, hungry, and poor to make sure that they don't have the time to go through and vet your candidates. Make sure that you're not getting a yes man. Make sure you're not getting someone that's paid off and walking away with the bag. Make sure you're not getting someone that's going to do some felonious activity. You just don't have the time in a lot of cases for a lot of these folks.
Now I'm looking at B. Marie on this one. In my opinion, Mrs. Booth could not solve problems on the Ethics and Accountability Board. So why would people think she would do better on the school board? That's the fugaziness of it all. That's why I say that's the fugaziness. This was the same woman. No disrespect. Beautiful woman fired, but politics downright just not for the people. In my humble opinion, I'm talking about politically, she played a game with the mayor. This was the same woman on the ENA board said the charter don't mean nothing. The same woman that was an ENA board member that was the ambassador, award ambassador, something that they like pulling pie out the sky and went along with it. Wasn't in the charter. But what you had a weak charter president, a weak ENA board president. I'm going to call you William Harris, good brother, but you weak fires in these political seats. And I understand what it would. And let's go with the
Obama catching money left and right.
Money, so you're not going to go. This mayor know what he's doing. You wasn't going to go against the grain. You knew what you said is don't say it in the charter. But yet again, this is Elder Harris. That's what I'm saying. You got caught up there talking. Tell the who do y'all want on the ENA board? See, these are the games that people play, but we act like this ain't no real, like this is, they will never do this. It'll never get, the charter where it say three council people can't be together. If y'all don't think they done broke that rule, y'all
That
crazy.
isn't even charter. That's state law in Michigan. That is law. That is.
Dude, how many
But they
times
don't care.
how many times have I caught them on camera at city council from Judy, Liddell, Candace, and at that time Quincy huddled up, had a conversation.
Off the record.
No, this was in council.
Yeah, but council wasn't in session. It was a recess,
Right.
whatever. But it's off the record, breaking OMA. How many
Right.
times have we seen pictures in Flint Politics Reboot, Flint HNN, any of those pages of several council people, 3, 4, sitting down for breakfast or lunch or whatever, having a grand old time talking about whatever the fuck they want to do on council, because there's no other reason for all of them to meet. They don't even share a career field.
If you think these people not hanging out just as silly as all outdoor, I'm just gonna say it. Let me hold up. We just stopped. Oh, okay. I just got the commercial off. I wasn't gonna say nothing. Tony Terry, so do you think any of these candidates that have came out so far are gonna put the kids first? I heard 7th Ward, but that Flint Ford BS last night, and what you just said, BS last night. Ain't not listen. Ain't not Candace finna be working hard. She know when she go to that black side of that 7th Ward, she gonna get some pushback. Then you hear Brother Elliott. Brother Elliott is from the 7th Ward. I just want y'all to know that from the 7th Ward. There's not nobody. He's from the 7th Ward. You hear them say his water is stank when he turned it on. He have to let it run. These is people that come on. You have first warders come on here tell you the water not right. Probably at other wards too.
I was in the 6th ward, and I will tell you, water wasn't right. Water was screwed up. Actually, give me a second.
Yeah, job the boy. Sister Muhammad came in with her filter and was showing it, but you know what? You show it. It's just that the media listen when you fighting this system, because you know sometimes it damn near tell you gotta understand. Yep, see pipes. Sometimes
those are in people's houses. Tell me that you're getting good water with that, but the water's fixed. No, it isn't. You didn't replace all the mains, and you haven't gone through people's houses. That is damage caused by the city and its negligence. But they're going to tell you the water's fine. They're going to tell you, oh, it's good. But then they're also going to turn around in the same breath and say, don't drink tap water without a filter. If it's good, you shouldn't need a fucking filter. Yeah, and then they're going to run a lottery to replace pipes in people's homes. Oh, this is all the money we have. You are lucky if we decide to do this for you. No, this is your fucking job.
But they don't care. That's the thing. When you got them type of people, that's why I'm saying that Flint Neighborhood United. I know FNU gonna be mad at me. I'm mad at them. To be honest with you, that's how I feel. I get it now why you don't want the meetings recorded, and I got nothing but respect for the people.
And remember,
8th Ward water is bad. See what I'm saying?
The words of Melissa Mays when you spoke to her. Where did she have the most problems?
That 8th Ward.
Go figure.
I'm just telling you. That's what Melissa Mays. And just think about it. And you mean to tell me when we at I only been to my second one. That was my second one beginning of the new year, this first Saturday. My
and you're
second
already disgusted.
And only thing I can tell you what really this second one disgusted me to the heel. When I saw Tommy in there, really the first one I was there, but I really
rally basically.
I was really mad after the first one, but when I seen the people was like, my thing is I don't want to get in the way, say nothing, mess it up. That's just how I be thinking. When I saw them, when the river was up here, the checks is coming out. Oh, they saying the checks coming out. I had a family member call me like, cuz, do you know if we cash that check, this it's coming, this and that, it's $1,000. I said, cuz, you didn't see that? We've been screwed. I said, oh, you just not realizing you've been screwed. I said, you didn't see when we was on there talking. And I send the show to my cousin for the last 3 years. Every day I send it to him. Every day I send it to him like, dude, this is what we've been telling you. This ain't nothing new. But my thing is, you mean to tell me ain't none of them people that Flint Neighborhood United, let me go back to the paper. This is what I got to go, because I'm pretty sure the water is a big thing in the city of Flint, right? Is the water a big issue, family? That's all I want to know.
Pretty sure, but the way some of these folks are acting, it was never an issue.
and this the agenda. This what it was on January 3rd, 2026. It started at 9:30 to 11:30, family. Flint Neighborhood United, FNU, is a coalition of neighborhood groups and residents who come together on the first Saturday of each month to share information and leverage their resources to create a positive change in the greater Flint community. A positive change in the greater Flint. I don't think nothing about having clean water, safe water. Ain't that a big thing? It's not having
You
clean
think it
water a big
was?
thing.
You'd think it was, but it seems like these neighborhood coalitions, these people that supposedly represent neighborhoods around Flint, it seems like they don't care.
I'm like, this is what it's for, but I guess you can't talk about water. You can't talk about your council person who not living in the ward doing the work. One of the residents said he got 30,000. I can't see where the work was done at. And allegedly it's like he worked on his own property. And this is the type of stuff that you get like
FNU released a statement about that, so it isn't even allegedly now. This is collaborated from us to eyewitnesses to now organizations saying that happened.
And the whole this may even get real freaky right now. You got a school board president saying we need the tiny homes for the homeless kids. Damn, the parents is homeless. You know what I'm saying? This is one of these is the type of ideas are coming from these people that supposed to be so-called, look, I mean, they not no thought thinkers for me. I'm going to be honest with you. I would not be in that much as I know we need money over here. Let me tell you, there's no way I could go along with that. I'm just telling you.
Some of the schools for some of these homeless kids, hear me out here, right? Some of these schools, and I was on the receiving end of this. One of my kids' friends was convinced by her teacher to run away from home, to just walk out. Lived with us for a while. I asked, is your home unsafe? Were your parents, hitting you? No, we just didn't get along. And Mrs. Such and such said that it's just better for my mental if I get out of there. You're fucking 15, kid.
You give a 15-year-old crib, you're going to have poverty. You give a 13-year-old crib, friends coming through there. There's going to be one 13-year-old. You're going to have one 13-year-old that's going to be 13 but 22 in the mind. I'm just telling you, you have some kids that, listen, I know some kids in New York will run circles around us, and I'm an adult.
In my mind, telling these kids who are below 18 to go out and live on your own, especially if they're going to give them a tiny home, that opens the door for some pretty nefarious shit. Number one, drug use. Number two, alcoholism. Number three, how about no supervision so a grown person can go in there and do what they want with that kid? And the kid may think it's consensual. No, it's statutory. You're not old enough to consent. But they're opening the door for it.
But this is your school board president at one time, and she want all the people to be vaccinated. I'm just saying, these are your thought. These are the people that's doing the thinking for the memory. They had a problem with backpack. Well, what if they're clear? I'm just Keisha, Denise, KD, as I should say. I thought tiny
they're supposed to be going for some of them. Apparently, there's some supposed to be going to vets. Some supposed to be going to these kids. They don't know what they're doing with them. They just want to build them so they can have something to throw on a piece of paper for election season.
That's where I'm at with it. I mean, like some of the stuff that you hear, but you know what they're gonna say? Oh, the media. No, we need the media to keep y'all asses in check, to show them what y'all really doing. I do not know how these people been getting elected. Honest to God, truth, I don't know how.
Because they've had bigger media screen for them for so long, not call out their bullshit. And if they do call out their bullshit, it's not calling it out, it's trying to sell it as something positive.
I'm just telling you, I don't know. I'm confused, family. It's just
KD, another point right there. RX kids, mostly for single mothers.
This is, and it's crazy. It's just this is the. I'm telling y'all, like, but these are the people that's leading. These are the people that they picked. And I'm remembering, I don't want to get this conversation. I'm gonna get in trouble, but I gotta be honest because it's just me. I remember when I said, "Nah, I don't want to be at the table." I remember one time I told, and it's not no shade. I'm being honest. I was told you ain't gonna be at the table. And I'm so happy to be honestly that got told, and I believe that person was telling me the truth. I'm so happy I can't be at that table. Because at that table, you have no morals. You have no standards. Only one thing that you want is the money. And I'm glad that I could never be at that table. To be honest with you, Winters, if
We
I
have
really
enough
gave
stuff
my
on
true
point right
opinion,
now.
if I really gave my true opinion on that ICE agent, what you think gonna happen?
I saw footage where
I
she
mean,
was moving the car and it looked like it was going toward him. I have to wait for more footage.
yeah, like really, what could we do? Like we know it's gonna be hostile. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm being honest with y'all. What we think was gonna happen? You're gonna have both sides. It's people. I've been on X so much. I'd be scared to put this show on X right now. The nightly nip to go on X. When I see some of the stuff, and I was looking at it today. Matter of fact, I will go here and read, and I like Boyce Watkins. I do like Boyce Watkins. I want to read, and I'm on X right now what he said, and I kind of felt, and I was down there taken aback by what Boyce Watkins said. I'm gonna be honest with you. Then I had to sit back. Let me go to his page. I was down there taken aback by what he said, and then I had to think about it. This is what he said. The Minnesota ICE shooting was nothing more than an example of extremism meeting extremism. It was an extreme for the officer to fire into the window even after he was safely out of the way of the vehicle. But it was also extreme for people to lie and pretend like the woman who was shot was simply an innocent bystander who was trying to be polite to the police and wave them past. The reality is she was impeding their work the entire day. And also, when you drive your car at a federal officer, there are going to be consequences. And that's from that's from Dr. Boyce Watkins. And you know what I'm saying? And I was watching, and you know what I'm saying? I look at it and I'm like, damn, this what will happen when y'all run into each other. Like, I'm just being honest. That's why I ain't brought it up, because I'm like, let me get some more. This coming from Dr. Boyce Watkins. You know what I'm saying?
I've had to shoot people in Afghanistan when they drove a car at us. Number one, we had to deal with VBEDs, vehicle-borne explosive devices, or improvised explosive devices. Those were an RAO. But even if there wasn't a bomb in that fucking truck, a fucking Toyota Hilux weighing close to 2,500 pounds, moving at 40 miles an hour, even with my body armor, would turn my insides into pop balloons. I have to see more footage, because on one hand, I know that vehicle's a deadly weapon. On the other hand, if he just shot to shoot, then he's fucked up. So I have to reserve judgment for now.
But see, I mean, yeah, but in common sense, like that's Afghanistan, not in America. But I'm looking at Stanley Wood by looking at all camera angles. One agent did go to the hospital for a leg injury from the front bumper. But let me be clear, I don't agree with ICE, and that's all I'm saying. What you think gonna happen if y'all go bump into each other? That's just like, I'll give you an example. When you go, like, certain things, I'm not saying it's right, but these are the situations that we in right now. You know, it's heightened right now. And these are the conversations what people got to have. Like, hey, don't you know we was having conversations with our family? Hey, you got to be careful. Just think about when you being black and you was walking through and they can just do this and stuff was going down. This is what happened. Same thing down at council. That's why when I went down there and got art, I'm like, look, dude, you're not gonna be able to win this in my mind. They brought the police there for intimidation. When they letting these ICE agents come out, they got the green light to do what they supposed to do. You getting in the way, it's messed up. You know how many people been snatched away? Just think about it. I go back and look at doing the plantation. You know how many parents that had kids and their babies got took away? And they just took them away. This is nothing new. This is how America works. I feel bad that what's going on. I'm not saying it was right, but this is what's going on. Look at George Floyd, and that same thing. And you know what they saying on there? You still have a lot of people feel like George Floyd brought it on himself. They give the officers the green light to do certain things. I mean, really to do a lot. Just think about it. Art got swung on. Miss Gladys got her shoulder snatched out.
God damn it, that really nice old man from the brawl, the one that had the first punch thrown at him by Stillwater, right before it erupted with Art. I can't
Yeah.
remember his name, Mr. Chester, I believe. But let me be clear. I'm not saying what I did is justified or unjustified. And while the car may not have been going 40 miles an hour, and while this is America, not Afghanistan, we've seen not protests, but parades get run down. Pride parades get run down by cars. They weren't even moving that fast. We've seen protests where people were sitting in the middle of the road, car runs over them. A car don't have to be going that fast to hurt you guys. Like I said, I'm not with or against the ICE on this one. I need to see a lot more, because right now what I got is a few people trying to get some fucking social media credits, trying to get their channel monetized, get some views. We got the news spinning narratives whichever way they want. I need a lot more to make a decision on it.
I mean, just with me,
Thank you, Clack.
And I get what you're saying, Miss Eunice. She said all he had to do was get out the way. He moved with the car so he could shoot her. I mean, I'm not saying none of these people ain't trigger happy. Let me be honest with you. I'll be the first to tell you, you seeing they trigger happy. I'm not gonna say they not, because listen, when the police came down to city council, was the first thing they wanted to crack heads. Just like we seen the police officer with the losses, how they sprayed all the stuff on their food, be disrespectful. This stuff we do know. You gonna get, and it's, you gonna get this, but the way this thing is being ran and how they doing it, I don't know, to be honest with you. How you can go round up illegals? Is it a good way to do it? I don't know. Only one way America know to do it. How she been doing it? It's just one way America know how to go do things. It's just honestly. That's like far as when they said they deported the kids, sent them back. Hell, just look at the babies they took away from mothers. Don't we gotta? They do that. Like, listen, this is. Hey, look, I'm looking at what Stacy's saying. Stacy Lynn, well, that happens when you get involved with stuff you shouldn't. Sad, but the way of the effing world. And I'm not saying. See, and you see what Dr. Boyce, he said he did get out the way, but he wanted to do it because he wanted to listen. That's why when they say people can have feelings, you can have a bad day. I remember my teachers would tell me, when you come in this class, when you hang your coat up, hang up all them problems that you got, you're not finna do that up in here. And a lot of time when people go on their jobs, they act like they hang their coat up. You can tell that to a little kid because he don't know. He thinking he hung it up, them his issues, and he playing around. But if you adult, you can't. You know what I'm saying. You having a bad day. There's plenty of times I done came in like, look, I ain't this ain't the day.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
That was me this morning when I saw that person in chat trying to antagonize me. And when I'm in a bad mood, I'll be 100% with you guys. My wife tells me to take my gun everywhere. Right? She insists on it. But if I'm in a bad mood, gun stays at home. I will go unarmed to a lot of places, especially when I hit that dark mood, because sometimes I just want to swing on someone. Okay. If things escalate from there, now I'm catching a body for what? Me having a bad attitude? No, gun stays at home. If you're having a bad day, put the gun up. If you're having a bad day and you're an officer, like, you can choose not to go in. You should choose not to go in, but will they? There's problems left and right.
Because they don't know how to. First thing they gonna go do. Listen, man. Something people don't.
What I'm talking about.
People don't know how to say, I want to conceal and carry, but my move these days are overly angry. So on, I won't.
Seriously, get your concealed carry, but if you have the emotional intelligence, which I hardly ever talk about having an EQ, if you have the emotional intelligence to know that, hey, I'm in a fucked up mood today, leave it at home.
Listen, I'm just saying, it's cold-blooded. But I understand people, the ICE got the people, because they didn't pull guns on other people. It's not going to be nice. I'm just being honest with y'all. But it's like that we ain't seen this before. I mean, from black people. I'm speaking on us. We done seen with the police. But listen, I remember my cousin, I was young, when he pulled us over, where y'all going? Like, where the fuck I got to tell you where I'm going? I'm thinking I'm free in America. Why I got to explain to you? I remember, and that's when I was 18. I get pulled over. I want to say this was me and Nicole got pulled over. This was 16. just to show you, and this honest truth. We get pulled off. We got our seatbelts on. And I knew he was on BS because she opened her mouth, said we had our seatbelts on. He told her, you get a seatbelt, you get a ticket for no seatbelt. State police. And where y'all going? I'm like, well, I ain't got to explain to you where I'm going. I'm a grown man. You know what I'm saying? You see, that's what I'm telling you. But this is the type of stuff that we have to deal with. And then they give the police every angle to use against you. Now they can say they feel threatened to kill you.
Your best option whenever pulled over by the cops, white, black, anything else, do as cooperate, speak as little as possible. If necessary, just invoke your Fifth Amendment. Look, you're looking for something to get me with. I'm not going to give it to you. I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right. Let's get this stop over and done with. If it comes out to that, they're going to call drug dog on you, whatever. It's better than getting ripped out of your car because you said you're going to X neighborhood, and what do you know? 6 months ago there was an arrest in X neighborhood, so now they think that you're doing X, Y, Z. Fuck it, just don't talk to them. I've seen one man. Cops pulled him over. All he did, roll down the window, put his hands outside with his insurance and his driver's license. They kept trying to ask him, "You okay? You all right?" Didn't say a fucking thing.
No, and right, and I'm with you. Petty fish complying does not mean safe.
No, I'm not saying it means safe.
But and I'm leaving with Yogi. Black people cooperating still died in what I just saw one where they do the officer, and what was so sad. And I'm gonna be honest, but I'm gonna be honest. It hurted me more bad when I saw the black officer not even telling the white officer his friend, like, "Oh, come on, man, chill out." And the black dude wasn't saying nothing. They was handcuffing. He was a big dude. If y'all seen it, had brace. He said, "What I do?" Because he was a big dude. They needed 2 handcuffs to put the other one. My man was steady yanking on his arm.
Yeah.
He said, "What I do?" The officer got mad. The white officer got mad, hit him right in his mouth, and they got it on film. True enough, he might have got suspended later, and they end up giving my man some money. But when do your partner say, "Hold up, now this going too far"? But see, we can have where you hear these officers. This ain't nothing. I'm gonna end up getting a video where he said where the action was at. When they say when they want to go, "Oh, I want to go with the action of that in the black community," they already coming. Most of these officers don't even live. I wish they would have that the officers was from this community. But even some of them, when they become officers, they get wicked too. I'm telling you, I grew up with some that became officers. Some of them cool. You got some who a motherfucker. I'm just being honest with you. But you get these, they come in and terrorize our neighborhood. We just saw when they just spray. To me, they just love, they just love to attack the youth. I never seen so many but this been a thing they've been doing for years. That's why when look, that incident happened at the library across the truth. That incident, when they was calling the police, how long it took the police to get there.
3 to 5
911 is a joke. And let me just say that. It was sending them to a recording. And you had people who worked at council, I guess, had the right number, had the number they could get through on. But what if them people wasn't there that had the number, like Tommy was from the, I doubt she did some calling, but I believe the other lady to work there at that city council, the one did call.
But when I told you about the block party on my block where the young lady was killed, how many times did I tell you I called the cops that night? Because kids were fighting, doing hard drugs. Like, I don't care if you're smoking weed. I don't care if you're drinking a little bit. But sitting there fucking hitting harder drugs, fucking grown men coming around touching girls that look like they're in high school. I called the cops several times. They didn't come until a girl was shot in the head. And then, even then, the response time was 10 minutes. 10 minutes for a young lady bleeding out. But let me give you something that should terrify everyone. Does anyone know how many rounds your average cop shoots in a year for training, just for practice?
And here we is, who capping, beloved? I'm just telling you what I seen.
50 fucking rounds a year to qualify. I shoot more than that at a range day.
I'm just, even when you get accidents here, it take dinner hours for the police come. It's like I never seen a city not that big that you mean to tell me. Thank you, Miss becoming a member. Thank you for becoming a
Apparently, I'm capping.
Oh, you kept. Oh, I don't.
I don't know. She said not you, so it must be
Oh,
me. Unless and here he is talking to someone in the chat.
oh yeah, might be
I don't know what I said that was wrong there.
twice a
Twice
year.
a year, 50 to 100 rounds. Felicia knows.
Yeah, but
When if everything is on point, if it is actually justified that they pull their firearm, if big capital IF.
Hey, Spragg, good morning. Shout out to Jed and Iron 18. I forgot to get y'all.
If big giant capital IF.
Oh, not capping, saying not capping. Oh. Got you.
Oh.
Not Trevor, got you.
I don't know. But yeah, big capital IF. Do you really trust a dude who only puts 50 to 100 rounds to be accurate? Like I said, when I go into my backyard and shoot, I put out more than 200 just to make sure, A, I'm having fun, B, I'm accurate, and I know what I'm doing. A guy who is his job to carry a firearm only has to put out 50 to 100 rounds a year. Do you really trust that?
Listen, man, a lot of this stuff.
And then they tell them a lot of the time in these larger cities that your gun is your second option. Shouldn't it be like your 12th fucking option?
Only thing I can tell you is I'm being honest with y'all. And I agree with common sense. I agree with you. Them police be knowing what they doing, man.
They don't. One of my biggest fears if I were to run into cops. You have one cop saying hands above your head. You have one cop saying hands out. You have one cop saying this. You have one cop saying get on your knees. You have one cop, hi nugget. You have one cop saying just about anything else. And you have to choose one of these motherfuckers to follow. And you don't know if the others are going to take offense at you following someone else's orders and fucking put around in you.
No, I'm petty fish. I agree. Sonya Mack, look how they played her. What happened to her situation? That's why I be telling y'all, I ain't got no time to go in nobody's jail. That's why I don't got time to be playing these games. It just amazes me how our own people would sick these same institutions on us that's been knocking us down. It messed me up when I see black people call the police on black. Now, I'm not saying you don't supposed to call them, but coming down to council because a person speaking their truth or telling you how they feel on what's going on, you can't handle it to
infringe upon the rights of others.
Right. And then how they come up there. Renetta, thank you. You give Trump too much power. Sitting and before Trump take account for your actions. It's bad. Give him, go ahead. I'm reading the wrong comment for your actions. It's bad, folks, in every category. Facts.
I don't know how we do or don't give Trump power. Just like last president, I didn't like some things he did. How is I supposed to stop him? Just like this president, there's some things I see him doing that I don't like. How am I supposed to stop him? How's anyone? You go out and protest? Okay. When has protesting in recent years actually gotten something done?
Listen,
they say use your voice, but a lot of these folks, hell, even in Flint, smaller government, you use your voice. What happens? You can get arrested. You can get ripped out of your car while it's still in drive. You get, as a senior, thrown on the fucking hot pavement, or as a senior, get your arm snatched out of socket, or as a senior, catch a knuckle sandwich. I don't know what you can or cannot do.
Hey, Maria Carter, I feel you. She said, I'm saddened by the way the country I fought for is going. This is a contradiction to the oath we took. Listen, I just watched some stuff. Y'all act like, no, I'm not acting like it said y'all act like stuff was perfect, then Trump came. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I never act like.
Hey, I still call strikes and balls on Trump, and I called strikes and balls on Biden. I called strikes and balls on the previous guy.
Yeah, I just called
Trump and then Obama. Like, nothing's fucking perfect. The country's still not the best. It's nowhere near perfect. So if I had to choose, I'd still live here over many other places. Only thing, something to say to the world.
Yeah, let me see. No, Sheila, I voted. Oh, she said not y'all, LOL. Oh, okay, Renette, I got you. No, Sheila, I voted. I'm being honest with you. I voted for Kamala and got dogged and said this was a Trump platform.
Mickey got told that Miss Harris, Vice President Harris, lost solely because Mickey still voted for her. I don't know how the fuck that works.
Man, I voted, but But see, I'm just being honest, and I know America was not going to elect a woman president because if you was going to get one elected, Hillary would have been the first one. And I'm
We should
gonna be
know.
honest. When John McCain, what was the lady he had as his vice president? America wasn't ready for that yet. Remember when John McCain lost? What was her name that he had as his vice president? The lady name.
I don't remember McCain's run. It was so.
Oh, I know. I got you, Sheila. Cicero, what it do? And that's what I'm saying, Maria. I know ain't nothing gonna change if they get up in there. I'm telling you, ain't nothing gonna change.
Sarah
Palin. To me, that hurt John McCain when he was running. Just to be honest with
McCain when he was running, but yeah.
No, you legit too, Renetta. You know it's all good. I'm just saying, so when someone can make it perfect in an imperfect situation, that's cheers, facts. I mean, nah. Listen, I'm being honest with you. I get it, but this the thing. My thing is, I get that, and like I say, well, Winters and Stanley gonna talk about that. That was just my little take on it because we seen so many people get knocked down in America. Listen, the police is just terrible. But this is not. I do agree. We shouldn't be like.
You're in the
Hello, Maria Carter just gifted 5 membership. Thank you, Cuzzo, for gifting 5 memberships. I'm just want y'all to be honest. I don't want to lie to y'all and have y'all thinking when these people get in, something gonna change like that. I just want to be because look at the fight. The power structure is gonna keep them 5 or 6 votes. If they don't, just say the mayor.
Oh, they could be people you like. Whole new 5 or 6 that you actually like get on there.
Yeah,
do you think the script's going to change for them? No, they're just going to smile at you more because you're with them while they're still doing the. God damn it, Cat.
You know what's going to happen? I'm going to be honest with you. That's 6 right there. You might have 6. Y'all might have fun for about damn near 90 days. They might have the mayor tangled up for about 90 days. Or maybe the first year. She might have to play ball. But waiting that second year when you start seeing them recalls come in. Then when them recalls and you see some of them, some of them might lose their seat, then you're going to start seeing people change. You're going to start seeing people like, look, I don't want to lose my seat. You know, they're going to see, you know, you getting a little thing and you're going to see back. You're going to start seeing that coalition eventually break off. They're going to go over here with the mayor. They're going to be doing this and that. Because that's how I went with somebody, believe me, eventually the system, the backing that he got, gonna be able to come because he gonna be able to promise them something. Just think about it. What was her name? The third ward councilwoman, LaShawn. She was able to go over here and meet Ashley Capital. She was able to pop up with the mayor. She was able to start getting on. You know, when they make it to Channel 12, that blow they mind. They get to go to the studio. They make it to Channel 12. You see, it be like they made it. They like Boston made it to the big house. You see how they be smiling and.
Then I'm sitting here looking at their metrics, going, we have more people in chat than some of their videos see in a month.
And that's what I'm like. And I'm looking at it like. Y'all be talking about Channel 12, but as soon as Channel 12 do this, hey, how you doing this and that? I'm like, damn, Channel 12 just went at y'all cold-blooded. But guess what they do? They can't wait. They think when they get on Channel 12, baby, they have arrived.
I'll check that a little bit later, Tasha Lynn. I'll make sure Mickey reads it for probably tomorrow.
I see
but
that.
Here's the thing. Right.
So
I lost it.
Said it was a fight at City Hall.
I'm willing to bet it between 2 council members.
2 council members. Who was the
all
two
right? Now we're checking this shit out.
Oh, damn! Now you can't. Don't do the Winters to me. Don't do the Winters. Oh, Candace
said it's on art shit.
That ain't nothing but a lover's quarrel, allegedly.
Was it like a fist fight? Because please,
probably just cousin. She probably like, girl, I'm gonna tell everybody what we done in Dubuque, Iowa. Allegedly. Let me quit playing.
No.
Hey, facts, Mark Hutchinson. Glenny
Oh.
Glenn, she said something that got.
Here's how it goes, right? And hear me out. Art showed the game.
Mm-hmm.
If the powers that be don't like you, you can get a recall through. Pure,
Yeah.
simple, easy. The second that the powers do like you, the same man writing the same type of recall, Arthur Woodson, put in the recall and it got shot down over the same fucking wording, basically. Think about that.
You thought
So these folks, if you're protected, you're protected.
so
And they know, the 9-inch nails don't bite the hand that feeds. They know not to bite the hand. It doesn't matter how much you like them or don't like them. That script is going to get pushed to them, and they may make their own little alterations, but the general flow is always going to be the same.
Okay, the real case. He just dropped the $20 for the building fund. Thank you. We need. I'm telling we
Beautiful.
family. We try.
Thank you guys.
Listen, do y'all understand how many times I'd have been told no? I done went down here. Like I say, this time when I got turned down, it took them 90 days. Usually I get an email back in 2 weeks. No, you haven't. Because I might didn't have all my paper, but I had it all together this time, and I still got told no. But I'm going back for a 5th time.
Oh, Renetta, come back tonight. Wentus runs a night show with Mickey now. If you haven't been on since the bump.
Yeah, the nightly nip. Come on back from. She ain't gonna get there about 6:30.
I have new names to add to my primary list. See you at 6.
She'll be there about 6:30. But Stanley Wood coming on tonight. Stanley Wood will be on tonight.
And then I gotta talk with Mickey, Stanley, and Wentus. Wentus, please be by your phone. Let's see if we can't coordinate something for tonight and try to have a little something extra special. Because Stanley coming on is already special.
Facts. Family. It's 2. I did my 2 hours with y'all. Y'all know I'm on my way out. I gotta handle business behind the scenes. I gotta get to. I gotta handle some business. A lot of people is trying me. I'm just gonna say that. I got people testing me. But I see.
Yes, today is Thursday, and while
yeah,
Mickey's doing his business behind the scenes,
6:40.
I'll be doing my
more like 6:40.
I got to do some work on background, try to get a couple more things put together, raise our production level higher than Paul could ever think of.
And they just
talk that shit.
And they just love giving Paul money for that piss po production. Can't even see the people. Why you don't want nobody to see them bad hairdos?
I've seen better video from a 2003 flip phone than what Paul gives. I mean, what? Nah, we good though.
All right, I'm out. Peace, family.
Later.